today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a big ass safety.
So now the Chiefs go on offense in a great starting spot as we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
It's easy to see the big-time arm. It's also easy to see the pinpoint accuracy and delivery. But how about his footwork as well? An amateur tennis player, that honed what he can do in the pocket, his ability to slide and move away from pressure and be able to find receivers open downfield.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
third and long for Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Rosen now off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll fire it deep for Reagor, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And some room to work. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 28. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards on the ground.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fourth-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, playing all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And the Titans first down.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And again, it's Prescott. He completes it to Tate. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now it's Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On second down, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the...
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. Nowhere to go that time.
Come on, Olsen.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Swift. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Swift, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
2nd down at 7. One more time with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They will run it with Swift.
Run!
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
5-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Chiefs 17, Titans 14.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
33, Aaron Jones. The ball
2nd and 7.
He was brought down.
So we've reached halftime here on All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rolling to his right. This ball complete to Rager. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
That one goes for 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Swift. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Swift again, the ball.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Thank you.
He'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete.
From 8 yards out. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
That's their own 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas Kansas City. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh, come on.
Tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Is on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Brandon Graham. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. To the air again, Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Yetur Gross-Matos. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter. This game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Very nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down and 6. Now Rosen. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's again to Yeldon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down, Swift, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Once again, it's Swift, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rosen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Tate to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So Dak Prescott of the offense. Down by 7, 56 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number.
1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Kansas City, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win.